Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is me, Pokeprof, with a little something special today. It is called Card Hunters. For those of you who might be familiar with this already, or those who might not be at all, Card Hunters is essentially a new approach to a mixture of a trading card game thrown in a bit with D&D. There is already a video out this extensively explaining it and also showing the tutorial done by the one and only Total Biscuit, and I highly suggest you check it out. The link will be in the description. As such, I've already gone through the tutorial myself and decided not to show that since it's already been out there, and instead showing the very start of the campaign, where our tale begins in Cardhuntia, in the Orc's Head Tavern. An old man staggers through the door, blood streaming from his side. Help! Monsters are attacking the village! Who will save us? Click the tab to choose a dwarf, elven, or elven warrior and recruit one. So essentially this is the beginning of our character creation, where we get to basically play one of three races, so to speak. See, Dwarven Warriors apparently have more health and more durability. Humans, balanced, pretty much. Get access to cards that let them plan ahead and strategize. Or elves. Mobile, but not as tough. Normally, I go with an elf, but I guess I'm going to go with a human this time around. Oh, wow, you can actually move the screen. I didn't realize that. Okay, interesting, cool. So, yeah, let's go ahead and start out with a human. As you can see, this is where all the cards come in. You can right-click them to see what they do. In this case, it shows you who owns the card, what they can do, movement, their rarity, pictures sometimes, little special things about them, range. You will get to see a little bit more once we get into the actual game. But let's go ahead and recruit this character. And let's go ahead and name him. Let's go ahead and just name him my name. Let's have him be the Pokeprof, warrior extraordinaire, even though he's only level 1. Pokeprof hears the call to adventure and strides over from the bar and pledges to help the old man, 'cause I'm a good guy. Alright, time for your first adventure. But yeah, this will actually, as you can see right here with our little profile now, this is kind of how Card Hunter works. Throughout the game, you'll actually get like little weapons and items that you can equip to your character, and that will actually determine your deck. So for example, this bare knuckles fist weapon, despite the fact that this guy's in the way, will show that I have 2 bludgeons, 2 simple strikes, and 2 weak strikes. If my memory serves me correctly, the weak strikes, I thought they were a disadvantage because they have the blackness. And it actually just goes to show you what you get through having the different spells and items. Let's go ahead and exit. His last breath. Oh, the old man died? Really? That's dark. Nearby village of Omelette. Complete this for a guaranteed epic item. The raid on Omelette. So this is, as you can already see, this is very much a love letter to Dungeons and Dragons. It's very much done in that these raiders should be pretty easy for someone who already defeated Green Fang. Green Fang being the creature that you had to fight in the tutorial. Big dragon who spits acid. I guess I should probably at least give you a chance to explain for the rules here. So yeah, this is a little bit more tutorial since really the very first thing was just saying, oh, you get 3 random adventures at high level and they get to smash through stuff. So, like any level 1 adventurer, we get to fight some kobolds. And this is a flash game online, so it is going to be loading quite often. I'll try and cut these out from this point onward, just to make sure. Ooh! Little loud. I'm gonna just go... Okay, it's not gonna let me. Let's see. Goblin Raiders share a single deck. So essentially what this means is that normally every particular enemy you'll be fighting would have their own particular deck that they would use. And they would go and, in particular, fight... they would go and fight alone. So say this guy would have one deck, the other guy would have another deck, and in the end it would go and make it so that they would both be able to move separately. However, apparently these guys here make it so that you can only... They share a deck, which means they'll run out of cards a lot faster. Okay, don't need that. Probably because I scrolled up there too high. And essentially that gives us the advantage. So let's see. We got Bong and Bing, two Kobold Raiders. Let's go ahead and move forward a few steps. Oh, so apparently by sharing a card, if they both use the move option, they both get to use the move option. That's scary. Alright, so we have a bludgeon and two simple strikes. See, let's go ahead and bludgeon the guy next to us. Apparently they had to move again to even get in range, but now this time we're actually given the option to attack either one because they're both in range, where before only that guy was in range, so it auto-targeted. So let's go ahead and kill Bing. We get a little star of completion. Now the enemy gets a chance to strike back. Turn gray after attack and can't attack again until the next round. That's simple, good to know. And he passed, which means that he has no options left. And once both the Game Master, which is our enemy Gary, the Game Master Gary here, and myself pass, we discard cards if we have way too many. And in this case, we go ahead and grab new cards. At the start of each round, you always draw one more bonus move card. Oh! Okay, so since I'm a human, I get a bonus card always. I always get a bonus movement card. That's interesting. So I wonder if all particular races are like that. See, he passed. Let's go ahead and actually walk away just a little bit, because that will force him to use up his walk card. Let's go ahead and run over here. And really, I'm just wanting to make the goblin, or excuse me, the kobold, waste cards, so that way he can't get a free attack on me, and I can smack him. The village just saved because there was only 2 kobolds. I'm not sure if that's enough for could be considered a raiding party. But I get to collect loot now. And I gained some experience, so this is going to be very much like Dungeons & Dragons. Let's see, what did I get? Amber shards should be worth several gold pieces. Let's see, and a pickled herring? Okay. Apparently neither of these are equipable though, so I'm guessing they're just selling items for now. Click done to move on. I do not see done, so it looks like it's just take all and finish then. Head to the armory to exchange your loot for something useful. Okay, so you can sell the ember shards by dragging them from your collection to the blue store sheet. Okay, so they're worth 10 gold, so I now have gold to actually buy stuff with. cards that you are equipped with. Because you don't have a weapon in this slot, your deck only has these weak cards. Okay, so if you don't have a weapon equipped on your character to start out with, you only get particular cards, like in this case the bludgeon, the simple strikes, and the weak strikes. To fix this, buy the woodsman's axe by dragging it in. Okay, let's... Oh. Okay, so this one will give me 2 chops, 2 weak chops, and 2 weak strikes, which is kind of better than what I got currently, because it will replace the bludgeon and I get to do 1 more damage. It's overall kind of weaker, though. Ah, okay, I see. And no, it's still kind of weaker. That's odd. Huh. Oh well, let's go ahead and... Not really, dude. Press spacebar to see those cards close up. Oh, there we go. That makes a lot easier. Okay, so yeah, the chop... Okay, I see why weak chop's a bit better than what I had before. It may do a little bit less damage than what I had before, but it will actually go and hit multiple targets, so that's very useful. A little bit of AoE always helps out in the game. See, blunt sword is the basic strikes, and boots just allow me to walk. I guess we can control click. Okay, there we go. Yeah, let's just go ahead and sell the pickled herrings since I don't need that anyway. Alright, so I have to go and find the kobolds. There was only 2 of them. Oh, the kobold encampment, so I'm going to be fighting more, it looks like. Very much interesting. It's definitely going to be... definitely different from what you would normally expect from either a card game or a D&D game, because it's really it is just a pure mixture of both. And it has levels and all that other stuff, and apparently we are going to be able to get more adventurers later on. Let's see, they are gathering their ill-gotten possessions. Oh god, this makes me want to play D&D for real. Which is kind of sad because I don't really like D&D. I actually like DMing more than I actually like... Ooh, 3 of them now. Enemies have to halt when they move next to you, so move to the yellow square to stop them from surrounding you. Okay. Ooh, looks like this actually has terrain in here like that. To where I can actually... I'm not sure if I can actually move in there or not, even if I had the choice. And that's actually a good hint, because there are shield cards and armor cards in this game. So actually having your character use weaker attacks to draw out the shield cards. Because the shield cards, I believe... don't stay with you after you use them. The armor cards do. So let's see. Let's take care of this guy. Lol, he didn't even block it. Ow. Okay. Ooh, he blocked that one. But yeah, but essentially, since these guys are all sharing a deck like the last 2 were, essentially this means I'm not having to deal with all of them smacking me at the same time. Since we're all out of cards, you can just pass. Now, if you noticed the little thing on the side that actually tells you all the different abilities, you can actually right-click them and it will show the abilities if Gary wasn't talking. When you get new cards, you can right-click them to see what special abilities they have. So in this case, I can hit 2 targets at once. Let's see, there we go. I can click it and bring up a card. So you can actually see the cards that the enemies use as well. So in this case, let's go back up here. Snick here, which I'm guessing is this guy. That's dead. Used weak strike. So especially early on, it looks like a lot of us have the same cards. So let's go ahead and chop these guys up. Let's kill you since you're going to move next turn and you can't. Now let's go ahead and just pass. Okay, let's chop the hell out of you. And that should end it. Adventure complete. Let's see. Oh no, they've gone into a freaking cavern? Oh dear. Da 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 da. And apparently I can now equip a shield. It looks like you unlock more armor capabilities as you level up, which is very nice. It allows you to equip more cards and be able to do more things. Definitely something to look forward to. But I say we open up this chest, see what we got. The rare item, the Kobold Killer. Interesting. Ooh. Get Violent Overswing. Discard your oldest card when you play this. You cannot play this card if it's the only card in your hand. Very interesting. And it's got a power of 10. Holy hell. So that's definitely going to be a very strong card. So let's go ahead and grab this. And let's actually go ahead and replace my blunt sword with it. And I think that should be all for now. And we should... Okay. So we can now actually go back to the armory and buy a shield, or go to the tavern and collect more heroes. But I think for now, we'll wait for that for next time. Until then, this is your friendly neighborhood Pokeprof, and we'll see you then.